No, I have been thinking I should just play it while I'm working. You know what I mean? Because then I can peripherally listen to it and maybe like pay attention. I don't know.
That was a fine use of that word.
Peripherally?
You see me struggle to do it. You see me really.
But you pulled it out. I was very like.
You stuck the landing.
You did.
It might not have been perfect, but you stuck it.
You did.
It's shaky. 1 to 10 out of 10, but I placed.
Hey, on the podium.
Indianapolis! Sean Dick and Cheese.
Were you gonna start? Were you gonna start the podcast?
Me?
Yeah.
Welcome back, Tramp Stamps, to another episode of Attempted Delivery.
Stamp tramps.
Well, welcome back.
37 seconds.
I come to the
All
first.
right. Well, play it again.
Nope. We're in.
All right, you'll have
Coming
to
in
edit that
hot.
out. Well, how long am I supposed to not swear for? 5 or
I think
10?
it's 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. I come.
Well,
to
too
the
late
beginning.
now. It doesn't.
Well, just bleep it out.
Exactly.
And then 5 minutes in, we can I'll do my best. Welcome back. What is it? Stamp Tramps.
Stamp tramps.
Welcome back, glue sniffers.
No, that's me. That's my name.
Welcome back, Stamp Tramps, to another episode of Attempted Delivery.
We should start doing.
I'm your host, Damianopolis. With me as
You
always.
wish.
I don't.
Nobody does.
I'm your host, Sean Diggins Sheets. With me as always, Damianopolis. Give it up for Damien, everybody.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Thanks for coming on again.
Do you have anything special planned for our 200th episode that I asked you yesterday?
No, I don't. Yeah, you confirmed that with me yesterday. I was like, well, I guess
Yes,
it's just
so-
going to be an app.
So we're welcoming back. I don't know. Have you been on the most times?
I think technically.
Yeah, this will make it the most.
Because
time.
but it's only due to me overstaying my welcome. It's
Well,
the first time
there was technical difficulty. That was my fault.
still, but I could have just been like, no, I don't want to do 2 episodes.
No, you didn't overstay your welcome. You saved the week.
That's
you
true.
saved the week.
That's true. So we did 2 episodes. The first time I was on like episode 7 or whatever it was,
Yeah, something like that.
and then I came back for episode 100,
Right.
where we did a special thing where I interviewed you guys because you guys always have guests, and I was like, but we want to hear from the 2 people that run it. Turns out, mistake.
Nobody did.
No, people said it was fine.
I never. That's how I feel about every episode of this
Yeah, it's like-
podcast. Everybody loves it.
fine.
Everybody else loves it.
It's fine.
It is a good podcast. And then this is 200, and I'm back for I'm the hundreds guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we didn't have jobs, we'd totally have you on more often. I would love to just have like you know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah.
like we're trying to get everybody on,
Right.
and we keep missing. I was just talking to Alex Webb about that, like how like Damien's way better at booking people, and I see them every week.
Yeah.
Damien's just remote, like, hey, do you want to do the podcast? They're like, yeah, it was weird. Sean was hanging out with me for 2 hours after the mic, and
That is true. You have brought this up to me several times, and then only the day before confirmed it.
so I knew we wanted to have you on for 200, and we said we were talking about it. We're like, we could ask him, and maybe he has like a fun, interesting idea. And
late.
then you weren't at the Comedy Zone on Thursday. I forgot.
Oops.
I forgot until
And then I forgot to get back to you with which day would work better, Tuesday or Wednesday, and yeah.
Comedy of errors.
Yep. Indeed.
Errors of Comedy.
Well,
Starting
Luckily,
comedy is the error.
luckily I did plan something special.
Hell yeah.
Over in the other room, we have Sean Dickens' Sheets' long lost son. Bring him in. No, I have nothing. I have nothing special planned.
You should show up, take a shit in the bathroom.
I did do that. That was the special gift that I brought.
Did you come here right from work?
Just about. I left work, and I was at home for 15 minutes. Gave me enough time to change my shirt and eat something, and then I drove here.
I had chicken parmesan Napoleon, Lori called it.
What?
It's just like stacked, like chicken parmesan, basically with like zucchini layered on top.
I thought you meant like there's like overcooked chicken, regular cooked chicken, and then raw chicken.
It's kind of like sushi, yeah, with chicken.
No, I meant Neapolitan.
Neapolitan.
Oh, that's funny. I almost was like, did I say Neapolitan? That's how often this happens. I'm like, I clearly said Neapolitan. That must be what just happened.
No, I was making a joke. Give me some credit, Jesus.
I'm just used to fucking everything up.
Me too.
Are there any questions from the 100th that you would
How
want
the fuck
to
am I
re-ask?
supposed to remember what I asked?
I don't know.
It's not like I went back and listened to it. I had
I
it
didn't
written
either.
down.
I never listened to your interview.
Oh, really?
I appreciate that.
Didn't we talk so much shit about him because we knew he was going to listen? Yeah. Wasn't that like a bit we did in that episode where like we just were like, I'm like fucking Sean Dickens.
Might have been.
That's hilarious. No, it just occurred to me.
Did you listen to his? Well,
of course.
Yeah. You published it. You had to listen to it.
True. Now, I haven't been listening to every single episode. At that time, I would listen to it a few days later. But yeah, I don't really do that anymore.
Yeah, I guess we never talked about that. Or I know you never. I wasn't aware if you were still listening to every episode or not, because I know you used to listen like a couple days later or whatever.
Yeah, I would, just to kind of listen almost as a listener. You know, you take a few days to like separate yourself from it, and then you can kind of come back to it and then be like, well, this worked, this didn't. But I
listen as a listener too. I listened for the first 5 minutes and then I turn it off because I don't like it, and then I unsubscribe every week.
Hey, speaking of which, support us on Patreon.
There's a comment from Sean Dick, and she's like, "Fuck, these guys are fucking boring." Like,
boring rural carriers.
Have you gotten any comments on your anything?
there's
early
one
on.
comment that said "boring rural carrier."
There actually is a shout out. I think.
Rural carriers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a different post person
Yes.
talking. That's
probably
so
is
It was
the
fucking
carrier.
funny. To
Yeah.
use inside baseball lingo.
in a
They
public
went
comment.
out of their way to find a fucking male podcast and then had the audacity to be like, this is boring. That's crazy.
You guys should talk about. I can't even think of a postal reference to say. I was going to say you guys should talk about the significance of the union or something like that. But instead, you're talking about comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah. Now, I'm just thinking. I was just thinking about that the 100th episode because I remember I probably didn't listen to it because my mom died right after that,
Oh, man.
and I'm thinking because I got a call during our interview.
Look, she was already gone. I'm still here. Like priorities.
She has 0 episodes of delivery.
Yeah, you should have your dad on. Oh, man.
That's exactly how it would go too. Hey, any family listening,
Sorry.
you guys know him. You've seen it.
Oh, shit.
So funny.
I think-
because I got a call during the episode.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I always wanted to go back and listen to my episode because I'm curious, like just to if I like what I sounded like, because I don't remember what we were talking about when I got a call, but I was just like, well, I know what that might be, and just ignored the call because it was like, well, I'm podcasting. This is clearly more important.
I must do art first. Yeah, that's yeah, I think if you go back and listen, yeah. I think you're experiencing that in the episode.
You think?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Listen. Not trying to cause any problems, but when Damien likes to talk, and I did his episode, I'd ask him a question like, where do you see yourself in the future or whatever, and he would give me an answer. He would restate the question and then answer it. And then I did him first. Bad idea. So we did an hour. I was a little fried after that. And then I did you, and your fucking mom died.
It was a week later. He was in the hospital.
Well, you thought your mom died. And I was like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And you were like, comedy.
Standing over a gravestone with flowers.
5
Morning.
years. That's generous.
Morning.
Probably finally dealing with it. If I had to guess, maybe
Rehab.
perhaps addressing it. Perhaps addressing the phone call I just got.
Oh, shit. You should have taken it on the mic, dude. Could you imagine? You'd be like, this could be hilarious. Hello? Sean, your mom is, we don't know if she's going to make it. You're like, oh. Can't call you back.
Funny thing about that is,
Oh, man. Yeah. I forgot about that because after the episode, you're like, I gotta go. And we're like, what's up? You're like,
probably not much.
my mom.
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't remember anything.
Roll the clip.
we got a clip here.
Yeah, that's I like that you asked me yesterday and now all the responsibility has been shifted onto me.
Yeah, what do you got?
I mean, a lot of the questions that I asked pertain to the episodes that you had already done. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the questions probably wouldn't have changed much in their answer. Because I think I asked like what you thought doing stand up would be like when you started versus when you actually started doing it once you were 100 episodes into the podcast. Right. Year and some change, 2 years or whatever.
To give credit, a lot of the questions that I ask comics that we have on, I stole from you.
I was gonna say, actually, I forgot about that. We do be taking your questions. You have some good, the one that we should steal is the white whale one. That's like my favorite. That's a
Don't steal. I wanted to make a whole podcast.
Okay, then we won't do. That's why I didn't do it because you said that you wanted to.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of ideas and I can't. Think about it.
So yeah, it's easy to have ideas.
Yeah, it's really easy to have ideas.
Yeah.
I found my PodTrack 4 though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're back in business, boys.
Oh yeah.
My most recent podcast idea, not to change the subject, but to change the subject.
Please change.
My most recent, as I wanted to do, inspired by Zachary Jackery, and inspired by another podcast called Crime and Sports. You ever listen to that? Shout out them. Two comics do another podcast that has nothing to do with comedy, which I appreciate. They just talk about athletes that have also committed heinous crimes.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. It sounds fantastic.
Fucking true crime for men, finally. Yeah, that's the basic premise, and it's got nothing to do with comedy. They just talk about they did like a 10-part series on Evel Knievel. Fucking amazing. That guy was out of his mind.
Yeah, you were telling me
That shit was amazing.
It's funny it is funny that they were like, we have to do Evel Knievel even though it's not technically a sport.
But it's close enough.
Yeah.
And that guy, it's so worth it. It is their magnum opus. It's like 10 episodes long because the dude's out of his mind.
You could file him under extreme sports.
And that's the thing.
sure,
it's like it's close enough that they got away with it, and it's amazing. They're good episodes.
Follow.
And then Zach Jack, obviously, he's doing Raised by Television. Shout out Raised by Television. Go check that out on all places that you get podcasts.
Hell yeah.
He's doing a podcast around more, folklore, mythical, supernatural, serial killer things.
Yeah, basically killing himself for the research. It's great.
Yeah, it's like reading like 3 books before every episode. Yeah, doing all this research. He's doing that. Another podcast run by a comic has nothing to do with comedy. And I was like, you know what? I think I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
I think that might be where my niche is.
It's difficult to do a podcast about comedy. It's not
I mean,
like
you guys
easy.
are 200 episodes in.
Yeah, it's difficult.
How is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's difficult about it?
Just caring enough, like, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, especially because we're consistent, so we do it fucking every week.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, we gotta talk about anything else because it's like we would never be able to.
We do try to.
We end up
talk about comedy.
Yeah, we end up rehashing this because it's like, especially. I mean, I can't imagine early on.
Ugh.
Like,
I kind of want to just delete the first 99 episodes.
It kind of feels like that.
Have the 100th episode be the recap, and then start.
Yeah, I would say delete the first anything before episode 100 and after episode 6.
That's so many
doesn't
people.
have a guest. Because the
Okay.
guest episodes are always good,
Yeah,
but
true,
like
true,
some of the ones we were just like, man. So let's talk about our favorite comedians again.
I definitely asked that too, like inspirations and everything. That's
Right,
good
right, right.
context to have. The idea that I had, though, inspired by all that, was to do a video game podcast, not just video games, the story behind certain video games,
Okay.
because I have a wealth of knowledge in it already, just from all the fucking YouTube I've watched over the years about whatever, Nintendo and everything. And there's a lot of interesting stories that I feel need more depth put into them, like an hour. Have someone on, be like, what's your favorite game? And then I find a story, go over the note, like do the research, go over the notes, give them the breakdown, and then just call it like story mode.
Oh, that's good.
Put it
That's
out
a good
there
name.
and do that instead of just like getting on a mic and being like, don't you hate women? Fucking Garody. Like, yeah, like Final Fantasy is an interesting one because essentially the quick version of it is Square at the time, before they were Square Enix, they thought they were going under. They thought the company was done. So they were like, we've got one game in us left. And they made Final Fantasy. And that's why they called it Final Fantasy, because it was their Final Fantasy.
That's great.
And then it saved the company. And they were like, well, final, like.
And now there's Final Fantasy 87.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
literally, yeah.
And it's stuff like that like, it's just interesting.
Yeah, you do have a wealth of knowledge about that.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, focusing on one story, that's easily like an hour of content.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's so much shit going on.
Hell yeah. Look forward to that.
I'd listen to that.
I would listen to it. I just need to figure it out. I also need money.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money. It would have to be a very rudimentary podcast to begin with. Probably have to make somebody hold a fucking SM 101 or whatever. Instead of
SM101.
whatever the handheld mics are that we use.
I feel like that
58.
sounds like
58. Fucking just like, hey, you want to fucking come sit at my fucking kitchen table and
these
hold
are
the mic while I
shit
talk
like,
at you?
They've been making like shit like this that's like just as good if we're being honest.
Yeah, they have like a USB strictly. I think it's the
Yeah,
MV7 or
Yeah,
something.
it's
something
the
like
smaller
that.
7,
Yeah, it's
which
got
is
pretty
more affordable.
has pretty
but-
lights on it.
Yeah, because it was made for streamers essentially and YouTubers. Those are actually not bad mics.
Yeah.
Like they're pretty much at least the same quality. I've seen some people say it's better. I don't know,
That
but
doesn't seem possible. I mean, it's probably more versatile.
Can
right?
you do XLR with that one, or is it strictly USB?
I don't know.
'Cause
Off
the
top-
problem
off the top of
with-
my head, I don't know because I've never used one. So.
The problem with like using two USBs if you don't have a switcher that takes two USBs is you have to use a virtual switcher on your computer so that audio programs can recognize that there's two mics,
Oh yeah.
and it is a pain in the ass to use one of those.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it wouldn't even be worth it. Like it'd be literally just worth putting it off, saving enough money to
Yeah,
be able to
just
do it
get
right.
these, yeah.
Because then you're gonna be pissed if you lose an entire episode. It's
Yeah.
like, fucking,
Yeah, exactly.
especially something specific. It's one thing if we lose an episode of us just talking about how
shit.
much we hate women. You know what I mean? That would be- no harm, no foul. You know what I mean?
They don't listen. So do what you want
They don't listen. Like,
to this podcast.
well,
I mean, and in general, I did see a tweet. The internet's so much funnier than us. It makes me
Yeah, it is
angry.
unfortunate.
I saw a tweet that said women listen or watch television with subtitles on because they can't listen.
that's so funny because that's the man stereotype. That men don't
Talk to a
listen.
woman. Sometimes talking to my girlfriend's like talking to you.
I can't wait to tell my wife that because she
Watches
doesn't
TV
watch
with the- yeah.
with the subtitles.
Sometimes talking to my girlfriend's like talking to Sean, where I'm like, we've had this conversation 3 times already.
I was listening. I'm just
I thought you were going to say you get
retarded.
turned on.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah, I feel that because you never make me come either.
Hey, wait a minute now.
Oh, you know what? That's going to cut off at the end of that selection. So hopefully it was a long episode.
What?
I realized. Remember, I do a save as and then I delete the previous. See how it's like lit up beyond where it's recording.
Yeah.
When that gets to the end of whatever that selection was, whatever the track was, whatever the length of the track was, that's when it's going to stop
So we
recording.
just got to keep our eye on that.
Yeah.
Word.
So
So
when's
whenever
it-
the clock stops.
Yeah.
Think.
We'll
yeah.
be able to see it coming.
Oh.
Oh, and we'll also be able.
Or no,
I see.
we won't because it'll go off screen. Anyway,
When it gets to the end
it
of
was
the
it was a
screen.
long episode anyway, so we're good.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, yeah.
I still don't understand
I
what
can
happened.
usually tell.
We can probably cut all this out. 19
No,
Yeah,
is
it's
it
fine.
staying in?
Yeah,
All the
it's standard.
technical stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
fine.
technical stuff. I've been watching an Australian guy pull apart technology and just like stick those fucking prongs on there to see what's going on.
Oh shit! Look at this cunt. Just fucking random.
It was Irish. Look at this fucking piece of shite.
I want to get. I gotta just. I've been telling Lori I want to get better at voices and accents
You
and
just
stuff.
got to do them constantly.
I know. I just gotta walk around the house and fucking.
Yeah, just do voices. Come work
Yeah.
with the kids. Come work. You do a lot of voices. With
Oh,
the
that's
kids.
fun. Yeah.
Do you do
Speaking of
any-
kids, we want to.
I'm on the list.
All right, for whatever you're about to say, 20 minutes in.
Drew does not bathe children. It's called bathing children.
No, I don't bathe children. No, I don't bathe children. I've never bathed children. Jesus
That was
Christ.
so funny.
That was fucked up.
I'm so glad that you listened to that, or for whatever reason. Yeah, how did that-
I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember being like, bro, what the fuck? You can't stop.
what is so? It's just like like teaching them to use the bathroom, or what is it?
Yeah, it was bathrooming.
yeah.
Bathrooming. That's what I called it. Bathrooming. I was helping a kid use the bathroom. To be fair to anybody that doesn't know, I work with children with autism. I'm a registered behavioral technician. You got to help kids potty train. It's potty training is what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
You got to help them sometimes, and I do. And I told you that I was bathrooming a child, and then you came on the podcast and said I was bathing a child at my job. Which is, if anybody else had heard that, they'd been like, why did you bathe the cat? I'd be like, I didn't. What did you
He's
tell your
dumb.
What did you tell your friend? You
Listen
bathed the kid.
Listen to any episode of their podcast. You'll understand exactly what happened.
Listen, start at 100.
The only regret I have from that is that it wasn't on video. That's the only negative. It would have been sick. No. The episode that you did with us, because it was really good.
Not
and-
the bathing of the
Yeah,
children.
not the bathing of the children.
I've never done that. I don't do that. No. Never bathed a child.
It was so funny.
Fuck.
I'm just happy you listened to it, because it would have stayed there.
Oh yeah, no, me too. What else have you said throughout your episodes? Fucking about me. Is this your way to
Mostly
get people
gay
to listen?
stuff. Talk
You
shit.
say, you say something wrong about them, and they go, fuck, and they go and listen to every episode just to make sure there's nothing else.
Yeah, he's cheating on his wife. It's crazy.
Oh, man. That's why people talk shit on this podcast. It's an effort to get everyone to listen. Sorry, I feel like I killed the room with that one.
No, it's
Yeah.
very funny.
Well, speaking of the opposite of talking shit, I never get out to the mic, so I missed a very special night where apparently you went up and just said very nice, glowing
Oh, when I got
things.
hammered on my birthday?
I guess
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
And you just said very nice, glowing things, and I missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
So, shower me with compliments.
I'm not drunk.
We can.
Fair enough.
To be
change
fair,
that.
that
Fair
night, that was Tuesday was my birthday. Mm-hmm. So Monday was the night before. And I had requested off for my birthday. And it had been approved a while ago. So I knew, like, oh, well, I'm fucking drinking.
Right,
I
right.
called Sean Light. Shout out Sean Light. I was like, can you drive me? I'm getting fucked up. He was like, on a Monday, I was like, stop fucking stop. Yes, tomorrow's my birthday.
You hang out with comics. Why is this surprising?
Right.
It was just surprising because it's me.
Oh, yeah.
And I rarely drink. And if I do, it's never that much. And I got there and Ziegler was like, do you want to host? I was like, nope, put me last. He was like, last? I was like, last. I was like, okay. And then I drank probably 6 craft beers, all above 5%. There were a few in there that were like 8, 9, 10.
You kind of did a flight, but all big ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did a flight, but all big. I just kept going. Give me the next one.
A separate flight.
I'm gonna try them all tonight.
Give me a 5. You had a 5. Give me a 5.
Yeah, I was like, give me all those, and then I was a little tipsy, and I went up on stage last, like I told Ziegler to put me, and I was like, tomorrow's my birthday, so as my gift to you guys, I'm gonna say something nice about everybody in this room, and then some of it was genuine, and some of it was like, you're not that old. Yeah, and I was nice to people, and some people liked it, some people didn't. Zach Jack does not like it when you're nice to him.
True.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He
know
does
how to
not
handle
like
it.
that. Also, that one time, it was the anniversary when you said you were a rapist. Did you ever tell that story on here?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I won't go over it again. Except I will. So you said.
So who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it first? Are we gonna do
Are
the?
you cutting that? Did you write
Just,
down
censor
this?
the R
just
word.
bleeps the word. Just you know, bleeps the
Oh,
word.
just in general. You got to bleep the R word. I thought you were writing down the timestamp to take this part out.
No.
Fuck this guy. Yeah, you said
So which version do we want to do first? Your
said-
version or my version?
my version.
Okay.
Yeah, you called yourself a grapist.
Nice. Smooth.
You
The G stands for gang. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, I'm a whole gang. It was the mic before Halloween, right?
Yes.
Before Halloween.
Yeah, because it would have been Halloween.
Yeah, upcoming. So it was our Halloween mic at Phantom Power at the POV Comedy Open Mic every Monday at Phantom Power in Millersville, PA. And you walked up to me. I was outside smoking like a cool guy, and you walked up to me and you were like, what do you think of this?" And you went, "You like my Halloween costume? This year I'm going as a grapist," and it was a Ben Roethlisberger jersey. And I was like, "Yeah, that'll play. That's fine." And then you were hosting that night, so the mic starts, and you go up on stage, and you're doing your set, and you go, "You guys scared of werewolves?" "Well, I'm a grapist." And Jackie Benahay and T and I were the only three people that laughed, and we laughed hard.
That's the hardest I ever heard Jackie laugh.
It was so fucking funny. And you got off stage, and I was like, had tears in my eyes. And you were like, "What?" I was like, "Do you realize what you said?" And you were like, "No." I was like, you didn't set it up at all. You didn't say, "Do you like my Halloween costume? I'm a grapist." You went, "Are you scared of werewolves? I'm a grapist." You went, "Hi, I'm Sean Dickensheets, and I'm a grapist."
There's like college kids from Millersville in the room.
It was, wow. I mean, first set of the night, whew, sucked the air out of the room.
And then you had to host the rest of the night.
Yeah, this grapist, a man that went up and just openly admitted that he and he had hosed the rest of the night. And that is the 100% true story.
That is, you didn't embellish it that time. Because every time you tell it to people, you always say, "Hey, I have this new bit." It's like, it wasn't a bit. If it was a bit, I would have wrote the
I'm
setup
sorry.
correctly.
No, that is what happened. You walked up, you were like, "I'm going to make it. Listen to this. This one's going to get me there, buddy." See? He turned into a 20s vaudeville producer.
This is my big break.
This one's going to send me over the top. I'm a grapist.
I'm like Bill Hicks. Yeah, I forgot to set. Yeah, I forgot to set up.
You guys scared of werewolves?
No, I did. That's the only incorrect thing I said. Do you guys think werewolves are scary?
All right, sorry.
Get it right.
A grapist.
Yeah, I did forget the fact that maybe not everybody knows that about Ben Roethlisberger.
I don't think that was the problem.
It wasn't the problem, but it didn't help.
Yeah, man, that was a thing for a while.
It was very funny.
And then so a year rolls around, right? And it's the anniversary. So I went on stage and I told the story again. I did the embellishment where I was like, Sean came up to me and was like, "I'm finally funny. Listen to this." And then I was like, and as you know, since I've been giving him so much shit for a year, I was like, I'm gonna nice roast Sean. And I wrote some roast jokes, and afterwards Zach Jack was like, "I thought he had cancer, dude."
I thought I had cancer.
Yeah. So I did that too. They've taken a few opportunities to be nice, but only on stage because it's superficial.
That's fair. That's fair.
That was funny. And then you did go through everybody in the room and try to say something nice.
I did,
to
and
them.
I was on stage for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you did 20 minutes.
I did 20.
He headlined the open mic.
Hammered. I did 20.
You did great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
Sorry, I missed
Fucking
it.
did that
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry you missed it, too.
Chappelle style.
Yeah.
That probably would have been my only chance at
Me being nice to
fishing
you.
compliments out of you.
Hey, I already told you you're looking slimmer, buddy. I love that. Love that for you, friend.
enough.
Can't speak to the comedy because I haven't seen you do it in a year.
True.
So
That's fair.
I just don't have much there. Nothing
fair.
against you.
That's fair.
Baby's healthy.
Actually, like she's been sick since fucking January, basically. I mean, I guess working
All
in
right.
childcare. Working in childcare. She started at school January 5th and has basically been some sort of sick
Yeah, no, that's
ever since.
I need to tell you this.
actual school.
This is a note
Sort of.
to your joke about her birth date.
Okay.
I wanted to tell you this.
Wait, do the bit first.
about what day she was going to be born or whatever.
The bit is she was born December 21st, so she was just in time to be an adorable little tax credit, but her due date was January 7th.
You were saying for a while her due date was January 7th.
Are you
That
about to
makes-
tie it into January 6th?
That's what I think every time, and I wonder if it's
I could tie
distracting.
something in.
Well, you could that would work, but I always think it's distracting to the audience because they probably think you're going to go there, and then you don't. You know what? That's the only note. I just been meaning to tell you that because every time you do it, I'm like, I gotta tell him to like just make a fake date or something because it's like it makes it sound like you're gonna say she was born on January.
Maybe you're
6th.
just maybe January 6th is just such
Well,
an
it's my-
important date
it's-
to you that
It's my holiday.
that's what you think about.
It's my Christmas.
It's my
But yeah, I
need.
wanted to tell you that because it's like it sounds like you're about to say she was born on January 6th. So I just and maybe it's only distracting to me because I know the joke.
No, I get it. Well, that makes me think maybe I should tie
You
in
could,
January
yeah.
6th to it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like kids have so much access to technology. My daughter went to, January 6th. She's supposed to be born January 7th, but she got a notification on Facebook. Somebody invited her to the fucking. She came early, dude.
Well, that's the joke of coming early because I tie it back to it's a callback to the
That's
joke.
right. I do know the
beforehand.
bit. I do know the bit. Yeah. And that's the whole reason she exists.
Right. But it's well, it's funny on the actual January 7th, you were just happened to be off, and people was like, "Where's Sean?" I was just like, "I don't know. He was in DC yesterday. I don't."
I remember that. Yeah.
I was working at the dispensary when that happened.
Nice.
I was selling people weed.
I was at
Somebody went, "Hey, the Capitol's being attacked," and I went, "Oh, what am I going to do about it?"
Yeah, I remember being at the Victory Club actually, the place I used to work because they had a TV
That's
on.
that's where the after party was, right?
The victory.
It was the watch party. we were watching it, making bets on
News-
the outcome.
That was
News
the
coverage
safe
just-
house. Come back here.
News coverage
To
just
York.
keeps switching back to certain towns in the country,
like a draft,
like they
like
do
the NFL
like-
draft.
like the draft
For the
or the
Super Bowl.
Olympics, yeah, or people's families are watching and like, get him, fucking get Nancy Pelosi.
Does that mean he's a commander now?
Grand Wizard, actually.
There's a whole bar full of people wearing the fucking buffalo hat.
Jamiroquai, dude. Oh man, January 6th should be a fucking national holiday. I wouldn't put it past.
I mean,
It's coming
yeah.
up.
it's still early.
Yeah. What is January supposed to be for?
Is there a month thing?
It's
There's
June's Pride Month,
everything's
right?
a month. Yeah, June is Pride Month.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that. What is January?
I don't. Yeah, maybe
a good
it
question.
isn't. How many months have month like designations?
Listen, I was
There's Black
looking-
History Month. There's
They all do.
Pride
They all
Month.
have month. They all have multiple.
Yeah, usually.
Because
Oh,
like
that's true, yeah.
October, I have a joke. October is breast cancer awareness month, but it's also child death awareness month.
yeah.
Fun. This isn't, if I'm wrong about this, it makes me look like a bigot. But June is Pride Month, right?
Yes.
It's also National Get Tested Month.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like,
That is very funny. That seems intentional.
I think it was. Could you imagine trying to celebrate though?
So
You know
which
what I
one? Which one?
Being gay.
Oh, I thought you meant getting tested.
No. Celebrate being gay.
You
You're
put it on-
It's our month. It's summer. It's gay cookouts and glitter beards and kissing boys. And somebody's like, hey, you should go get tested.
Hey, this has nothing to do with your thing, but like, it's also get tested.
Yeah, it kind of feels. I don't know. Like you could have waited till
yeah.
July. After the fun was had. It's probably just get tested anyway.
There's probably a better month, like the day after St. Patrick's Day could be get tested month, or like the day
The
after.
day could be good
I'm trying
tested
to-
month.
Welcome to Attempted Delivery. My name's Sean Dickinson.
Welcome back, whores.
I'm trying to think of the most party holiday. Like that's probably the month.
The day before Thanksgiving, isn't it? Or the Friday after, or what? Black
Yeah,
Friday or whatever.
The day before Thanksgiving Eve or whatever.
Something
I'm trying
like
to think
that.
of the month that people would fuck the most in. You know what I mean?
Valentine's.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
February.
So no, you can't give it to February. Damn, that's worse. That's somehow worse.
Yeah, let's not conflate that with medical testing. Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not, let's not conflate
Or
that.
AIDS in general.
Definitely not syphilis. Let's not go there.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Let's do
let's-
Easter. Easter seems fun.
Let's turn the
ship around.
tables on our guest. And one of the questions that you did ask was like how our perspective of comedy changed, like
Yeah.
from when we started and stuff. And you're a few years
Deep.
ahead of us as far as comedy. Like,
Actually, not
has-
really. He's just that much better than us.
Well, whatever.
He's like he started like less than a year before us.
whatever. Yeah. But how has your perspective changed at all? Like recently with comedy, like. Do you view it any differently? Are you getting anything differently out of it?
Yeah. I'm having more suicidal ideations.
Fair enough.
We can start there.
Must be a 3-year thing.
Usually, yeah. No, it's yeah. I went to the doctor for it. Not for suicidal ideations, it's a joke. But they did put me on crazy pills.
Welcome to the
Hopefully
club.
those kick in soon. Jesus.
Can I ask which one, or if you don't want to
Oh,
talk?
it's Wellbutrin.
Alrighty,
Well,
alrighty.
bupropion. Because I ain't got Wellbutrin
Sounds like
money.
a Pokemon.
They all do.
Well, Proprion.
I feel like all medicines were named by Dr. Seuss. Xanax and Zoloft and
Oh, how I love my green eggs and ham.
I did a poem. I did a bit.
Did you do it?
Yeah, no, I did it. Did I tell you what it is?
Yeah, you told us about. You didn't. I didn't see you do it yet.
Oh, I wrote a whole poem.
Nice.
Anyway, that wasn't the question. What am I getting at comedy? I don't know. I have
Or are you approaching it in a different way than you did before? Or
well, I can tell you this. How do I make this sound not bad? When I started, I was very excited. You know, like I think most people would be. I was very like amped, right? Like I did my first set at Phantom Power, and it went well, and I was hooked, and I was like, yeah, good, keep going, yeah. And I was excited, and I was writing constantly because it was the only thing I thought of. And then, like, you just see, like, people come and go. Then you get 4 years in, and you hate your act. That's the biggest thing I think I've felt is that, like, I've tried to approach it in different ways, and it's a good challenge. I don't want to make it sound as bad as I'm doing that to be funny.
Sure.
It's not that bad. I do want to do different comedy than I have done in the past. What I've done in the past has worked for me, but I don't feel it's fully what I want or what I could do. You know what I mean?
Alrighty.
I do a lot of short, quick, punchy jokes that are full of redirections and MacGuffins and all this to get people to laugh, and that works. But I don't think it's truly where I want to be or what I want to talk. It's just not what I feel.
alrighty.
You know, it's gotten to a point. This has been the weird part. Is it's gotten to a point where I think I've just done it for too long that I can't tell what's funny anymore. I wrote a bit. I did a bit. It was just simple, where I was like, I'm so scared to have a kid, I won't even come in men.
Okay.
and I just said it offhand, and I was like, "That's fucking hack," and everybody went, "You should do that on stage," and I was like, "Really? It sounds fucking dumb. It sounds stupid." And they were like, "No, it's good." And I was like, "All right," and then I did it, and it worked, and I was like, "I think I'm too close to it now. I can't see it anymore."
Right.
I think I want to get too heady with it sometimes. So the biggest challenge has been trying to figure out how to do like longer bits that take more involved mental gymnastics, let's put it that way, to get to the punchline that stand on their own and can hold attention and be funny before the punchline, and then at the punchline it's the funniest part of the joke. That would be the dream. So I've tried to work on that quite a bit more, and it has been a slog fest. It is not an easy thing to do, but we'll get there eventually. I think that's the biggest thing that's probably changed in my approach is I want to do longer, more involved bits.
Ready?
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you wanted?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is that what you wanted? Is that what you?
I only said that because I thought you were looking at me like, what the fuck?
No. I was looking because it's very insightful. Like, we try to ask everyone kind of these kind of questions because everyone kind of comes at it differently. And I feel like there's a little bit to learn from everyone, and I'm just fascinated by everyone's process. I know that's a kind of a woo.
Yeah.
No.
But like
Process isn't woo woo. Everybody
right.
has a process.
Right.
It's not vibe. Vibe is woo woo.
fair enough.
All right, you don't have to attack me.
You say vibe a lot?
No.
In my vibe eras.
Five
But no,
arrows.
that was exactly what I was looking for and asking is a different perspective. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. No, it's definitely shifted over time. I think the best way I can explain it, I did a bit that I've had on the back burner about going to the beach. So I went to the beach and I made some observations. But I didn't want to do just another like sex joke or like, oh, look at me, I'm a fucking idiot. I went to the beach and I wrote a bit about like went to the beach and was excited, to do classic beach things, like seeing titties shaking and ass jumping, nautical shit. And that, it was a good way to open the bit. And then it was like, or at least that's what I thought I was going to see. But then, to my surprise, it's all just middle-aged women wearing sweatshirts that say where they are, doing easy crosswords. And like, it was a good setup. And then I tried to make it like, is there anything sadder than that? When you can just look at someone and see that like, you were a Temple mom and then your kid graduated and moved out and now you're just lost. I want to do a bit like that where it's a little more about, I guess, social, I don't know, proclivities and iconography and like trying to take people on the same trip as me when I do these mental gymnastics of like looking at someone and being like, man, you just don't like your husband. Like, you can look at him and go, woof. I know what's going on there. And that is a difficult thing to do. It's just hard,
right.
Especially when
it's a little more subtle. It's not so obvious.
Yeah, it's not. You're not walking the horse to water. Right. They've got to make a little bit of their own path. And as the comic, as a comedian, it's your job to get them there. Right. Like you need to give them all the tools, and I think that's the hardest part because I know what's happening in my brain, and you don't always know where the disconnect is with everybody else. Like what it needs, where you're losing them, what they're not understanding. Because it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah,
like it was, that was my thought. Like I looked at a woman, and she was wearing a fucking like Outer Banks sweatshirt or whatever the fuck, doing an easy crossword, and I was just like fucking headed for divorce. Like it was my first thought. So I know what's going on, but to make the audience understand that is probably the most difficult part about comedy. So that's where in lies the actual struggle and the hurdle to get over.
Yeah, it's very hard to do anything like that, do anything meaningful when you're doing open mics.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But so rewarding
when it
for sure
when it does, because I think for both, for the comic and then for the audience member too, like it allows them to feel like, oh, I got there, and it's something that they've thought but couldn't articulate, and you articulated for them,
and it's rewarding to them, and they're involved, and everybody's in on the joke, and it just leads to a better set, leads to better comedy, better experience all around. So I I'm gonna try to do more things like that, not just do the like quick jokes, one-liners, three-liners, set it up, punchline, and actually get a little more substance in there, stuff I want to actually talk about. And it's just difficult.
Yeah, especially with like shows in central Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it.
Well, I knew you were thinking it. It's not even central Pennsylvania. It's just not like if you're not doing it, like their comedy audience is a comedy audience.
Yeah, comedy audience gets it.
Yeah, it really is like a cheat code when you're in front of a comedy audience, because it's like, oh, I don't have to do any of the work.
Yeah, it's done.
They're they're like, they know what's happening, exactly what's happening.
Yeah, it does feel that way with a lot of audiences that are. I would say that in central Pennsylvania, audiences are still very stuck in their idea of what comedy is.
Well, it's also when you're doing a show at like a bar or a casino, like
that never helps either. But
So,
I feel it even at the Comedy Zone in an actual club.
yeah,
Like,
sometimes, yeah.
a lot of the area, it's just going to be like, I think they expect like Seinfeld,
yeah.
where it's all classic, just set up punchline. Like that's what they, majority speaking, or a sweeping generalization of them. I think that's what most people understand as comedy is like, this person's going to come out and do jokes and I laugh and that's it. And then comics are fucking weirdos, and we we like Attell, like he's my favorite. Like we like weird fucking comics that it takes a little more. I don't know. It takes a little more presence of mind to get to where they want to take you, and then you want to do it, but you're not Dave Attell.
Yeah.
And you're doing it in front of people that don't know who Dave Attell is, and it's just
and it's not even
that.
Yeah, I hate to even say it's not even so much the area. It's just like the show. I mean, it's like
it's just what it is. It's not a comedy place.
Yeah, you're not getting there's comedy fans everywhere. They're just not there. They're not there.
There's not a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to a major metropolitan area,
I mean, there's definitely enough of them. Because these comics that are doing that sell out.
Yeah,
so they just don't know us.
Yeah, but are you gonna fucking, even if you live in Lancaster and you see that Joe Schmo is coming to the Harrisburg Comedy Zone, it's like a 45-minute drive. Are you gonna drive out for Joe Schmo?
Yeah,
Probably not. But you'll drive
exactly.
out for fucking Louis C.K.
Absolutely.
And then they get rooms full of people that know their work.
Sure.
And also enjoy the grittier side of comedy.
Well, yeah, and that's also a good example because he's not like, some of his stuff is kind of surface level, but most of it, especially as of late, it's not.
No.
So it's
Is someone here? What is that?
No, the kid likes ringing the doorbell.
That's right.
So the wife will just let her sit there and just
So someone is here.
yeah. But they can find their own way in.
It's carbon monoxide alarm.
It's a gas leak.
Well, I guess with that said,
Hey, that's it.
Any plans of
tune in next time?
any plans to travel around? Even like to like Philly or any, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I want to do that. Yes. There's a festival coming up.
Oh yeah.
Did you saw it because Ziegler sent it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
there's
forgot
the
about
Westchester Comedy Fest. I've applied to that because it's not too far away. I want to get out to more mics towards the Philly area. I want to go to Soul Joel's. I want to get out there, do that more, and try to do some Philly mics as well. I think the biggest obstacle right now is sleep apnea. If I'm going to be completely honest, I've started going.
I'm intimately
Aware
of.
I started going to the doctor. I saw a PCP for the first time in like 9 years, and she was like, "I think you got sleep apnea. Let's do an at-home sleep test." And I was like, "Okay." So I'm just waiting on my follow-up for that. But she was like, "It sounds like sleep apnea to me. You probably got sleep apnea, fatty." And I was like, "Yeah, probably." And I'm just very tired, and I've struggled with almost falling asleep at the wheel quite a bit, quite a bit, because I'm so tired. This is I'm not proud of this, but I went to see Rob Zombie live, and it was in Scranton. My father had gotten tickets for for us, me and my sibling, and it was at Scranton. I was like, oh, of course I'll come. And we went, we watched him, and then it's Rob Zombie. And even though the man's in his 50s, it's a fucking party. It's
I bet, yeah.
So it went on for quite a bit of time. And it was like 1 a.m. I had to drive back from Scranton all the way to Harrisburg, and I was fucking tired. And I had to smoke I think I got a pack of Marlboro Smooths and fucking energy drinks, and I just smoked the fucking York peppermint patty cigarettes and drank energy drinks the whole way home because I kept almost falling asleep. And it was just, I had to sit up and lean into the steering wheel just so I couldn't get comfortable.
Yeah,
And I
it's
was like,
rough.
something's up. And then, it turns out I probably have sleep apnea.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
old enough to not be able to stay up past 1. This is-
it's I keep falling asleep on the couch.
yeah.
Just
Oh,
like,
yes.
just like sitting on the couch. And I'm like, I wake up at 1 a.m. and I go, what happened? Son of a bitch, I had things to do.
Is your when you do that, is your like throat hurt like a fair amount?
What do you mean? When I do what?
Like
Sleep?
when you like pass out on the couch and you're like head back, like
I don't know if my head goes back or not.
well,
I haven't noticed any throat pain afterwards.
Okay, because I know that usually means like you're kind of like snoring hardcore.
Yeah.
and
I don't know if I'm
like
snoring
that.
when I'm sitting up, though.
You feel like you've been at a concert
Right.
screaming all night.
Yeah.
It's like, I was just on the couch.
I haven't experienced that, but my girlfriend says I snore like a fucking like heavy machinery.
Yeah, that'll sounds.
Which she's no saint.
She's no Prius, all right?
Yeah, no, for real. She doesn't do the wow.
Well, having
thing.
just taken the train, I'm kind of into the Amtrak.
That's been my idea because you can get the pass that gives you like 10 trips in like 6 months or whatever.
Right.
I wanted it's like 200 something bucks.
And and what I just found out, there's little outlets like I could technically take my CPAP machine on the train
So fun.
and put that
No,
shit on.
there's
You can't-
no way.
you
There's
can't
not,
do
they're
that.
not putting out enough.
I'm not
wattage.
above that. I don't.
They're not putting out above enough wattage. There's no way. There's no way you could use a CPAP on a train.
There's literally a 110 plug, like a regular
No, I
old
get you.
plug.
I hear
It's
you.
like,
I don't think it's going to power it right.
I mean, it powers the train.
Yeah, but the train needs that power.
The train shuts down.
for phones. Yeah,
some
the
guy-
lights just flicker.
Some guy in car 5 has a CPAP. We gotta start. But now we gotta put up a sign.
I don't know. Maybe it would work. Maybe it's. I don't know. Are plugs standard in their wattage? No,
I don't know.
I don't fucking do it. Yeah, it'd work. I'm wrong.
I just saw an actual outlet and I was like,
bring the CPAP. Portable
That's so
CPAP would
funny.
be cool. For
there
the
are
on-the-go
portables.
lifestyle.
There are those exist. They do exist.
Neat.
Yeah, you figure you're carrying around like a fucking oxygen tank.
Yeah, it would look like COPD or like a Halo jumper.
If you could get one that's on an oxygen tank, people would just be like, oh, he has emphysema.
Yeah, he's a chronic smoker.
Yeah, at 40.
At 40,
Like, God, he got that early. Holy shit, he must have really smoked.
this guy must be going to fucking whatever Philadelphia hospital.
Now, I did notice that, like you saying you want to do more like heady, like long bits. I noticed that at that show at the casino. You definitely, it was funny because I talked about it on here. It was just very obvious when a joke didn't work. You were kind of like, all right.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, that show was what it was. I mean, you could hear the fucking casino floor on stage. So I was already a little exasperated with like, like you're already dealing with that, and then you would say something that seems so obvious to you and has worked before, and people just
Yeah, they were hit or
Like,
miss
all
with some
right.
stuff. Some stuff was just like nothing. Like, all right, well, moving on. That's crazy.
So yeah,
it was a
would
fun
get
They were
show.
probably all drunk, lost a bunch of money, so they just wanted to go in like,
Well, yeah, I found that out.
Well, yeah,
during my
you said
set.
that. You said that several times, which also may or may not have helped.
Ah, fuck it, who
Just
cares?
reminding them of their.
Well, fucking Karen paid us first. What am I gonna do? Fucking try? Get the fuck out of here. She sent us the money already. I had already fucking started the transaction of the transfer of moving it out of Venmo into my bank account. I was like, what am I gonna fucking? Whoa! Hey everybody!
So if you book Andrew, don't pay him till
It's
after
the same
show.
thing I did to the military. It's the same goddamn thing I did to the military. They paid me before the show started, and then they told me not to swear, and I was like, you already paid me. You fucking idiots.
You did this in the wrong order.
Yeah, I was like, you already gave me the money. Suck my ass.
What did you do for the military?
I got drafted.
Word. That's just a child screaming in the background. Nothing new in this podcast.
No, it is nothing new for me either. I just couldn't tell if it was a cat. I got booked. It was the first time I headlined. I did 45.
Oh yeah.
And I got booked to do it at the Indian Town Gap Fort for the Army. But they didn't give me enough information about what it was. They were just like, yeah, we always get a comedian. This girl approached me. She was like, do you have 45 minutes? And I went, yeah, sure.
You probably do though, right? I mean,
Now, this was a couple years
I mean,
ago.
I had 45. I'm not going to say it was good, but I had 45. I didn't like flounder. I wasn't like looking like, what else? So I said yes, and they were like, cool, you'll be on at like 7. And I was like, okay. Day comes, I drive up, I get there, and they're like, are you the comic? And I'm like, yeah. And they were like, go talk to this guy, talk to that guy. He gives me $300. And I went, nice. Put it in my wallet. And then they hand me like the itinerary for what it is. It's a dining out event. I don't know what that is. I don't have like military family as of recent. I had a grandfather that served in World War II.
Okay.
I've never been to a dining out event. I don't know what a dining out event is. I look around, everybody's in their full fucking suits. Full suits, women are in dresses and heels. I'm in a Jordan sweatsuit. I showed up in a Jordan sweatsuit. I look at the itinerary. I'm not going up at 7. I'm going up at 9. Ooh. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm there at like 6. I have to sit through the dining out event. The dining out event, it starts, they do all their ceremonial shit, and then they go through like, let's take a moment to remember everyone that died in combat.
Nice.
And there's a projector,
just to lift
and they
everyone's
just to lift everyone's spirits. They're like, let's remember everyone that died this year. And they go through everybody, and there's a moment of silence, and then they do what they call the levying of the fines. Do you know what this is? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if it's specific to this military group or whatever, but they did the levying of fines, which they made this grog, is what they called it. It was just a mixture of beer and liquors into a punch bowl. And what they would do is somebody would stand up and say, I have a fine to levy against, and then they would say somebody's name, and then they would give a bullshit reason to levy the fine. They would be like, their collar wasn't starched enough. And then the president of the company would go, half a cup, and then that person would have to drink half a cup of the grog.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to do. So then
our tax dollars at work, folks.
they do all of this, and then they're like, all right, your turn. And I go, all right, 45 minutes of this. I'm standing on a dance floor. It's not even a stage. I'm in a Jordan sweatsuit. Everybody's in their full suit.
Fucking dress blues and shit.
Yeah, they're dressed blue. The fucking goddamn tap shoes and shit. And I go up, and I tried for like 5 minutes to like be as clean as possible, and I was like, well, this isn't fucking working, and then just started swearing. And that didn't work, and I was just like, should I fucking drink a cup of this? And then I did the thing where I was like, Mr. President, he was like, full cup. I was like, okay. And then I put everybody was like, yeah, they were all cheering, and then it got to a point where they're like, stop. And I was like, okay. And then I downed it, and I poured the ice on my head like they do, and everybody was like, fuck yeah, this guy. And then like about 15 more minutes, 20 minutes into myself, I was like, uh-oh. I'm feeling it. Mind you, I've been there since like 6:30. I didn't eat. I just had all this mix in me.
Grog on an empty stomach.
On an empty stomach, and I'm like, oh boy, it's 9 o'clock, or it's at this point, yeah. I do 45 minutes, so by the time it ends, it's about 10 o'clock. The set was ass. At one point, I said I felt like I was getting court-martialed, and I think that was the only thing that worked. Yeah, everybody. Here's the thing: most people didn't laugh. I got a bunch of messages the next day from people that were there. They were like, "You're hilarious." We were just scared because our boss was there, and I was like, "Why? Why? You saw me. Like the person that booked me saw me. I didn't. It's not like I go on stage ever, and I'm like, you ever drive?
Yeah.
I go on. I constantly swear and say, the unprofessional, inappropriate things because that's what comedy is. That's what I want to do. What the fuck? Why didn't you book? Like there are people you could book. Like you could get like Jay Yoder. He would do a good job for you. Like you could get, people that would actually work, or like Tom. Tom would be great for them.
Exactly.
And he was military. Like there's other people. Like why don't you just?
Yeah, Casey. I think has done some of the military stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. And like you're the military and you didn't even scout. You know what I mean? Like that's like kind of your thing.
Well, their thing is also
They did not do their due reconnaissance.
No, they didn't. They also booked me off a 4-minute set. It was at the Zone. Yeah, the next year I fucked it up so bad that the next year they booked multiple people so that nobody did 45 minutes. They all did like 10 to 15.
Well, it's also funny to book somebody just cold 45 and no, that's not. Well, I guess it makes sense.
know.
It's not a. Well, it's also not just a comedy show, so I guess it makes sense that you wouldn't have a full hour and a half of comedy.
Yeah, I did just 45 minutes, which is what they asked me to do. So like cold. I went up cold. Nobody opened for me, and then I went up, and I had to hold their attention for 45 minutes. Also, the guy that told me, he was like, "Did anybody tell you the rules?" And I was like, "Rules?" The only thing I was told was no sexual assault jokes because it's the military.
Yeah,
which is true. That is what the lady that booked me told me. She was like, "Just don't talk about SA," and I was like, "Because it's the military." And she's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, enough of that happens in real life.
Yeah,
so
she's like, we've all been through it. I was like, I was just told no sexual assault. And he was like, well, yeah, but also like don't swear. And then he goes, "There's women in there." I was like, "Have you talked to women?"
Speaking of Casey, not exactly a clean act.
Yeah, galaxy pussy. Yeah, that was a fucking nightmare. I mean, I didn't have high expectations because essentially it was a corporate gig, and I've always heard those are bad.
Right.
But man,
It's kind of you just take the money and
I just national heroes. Just looking, just a room full of them being like, ugh. Doesn't do wonders for the ego.
That is hilarious. Do you want to stretch that?
What do you mean?
Well, is it gonna cut off or whatever?
Not till like 90 some.
Oh, okay.
Minutes,
Not till 90? Well, that's about an hour and a half.
90 some.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't know when it was coming up because now it filled the bar.
Right. Yeah.
A little behind the scenes talk.
Yeah, low inside baseball.
Indeed.
Speaking of baseball, no, I'm kidding.
We lost to
They all
Venezuela.
Oh, I don't even know what that was. That's funny.
The World Baseball Cup or whatever the fuck
Oh
it's
yeah,
called.
I did hear something about that. I don't even know.
All right, moving on.
So what do you think Detroit's gonna do this year?
I think they'll be fine. I think they'll get first rounded in the playoffs probably, like always.
Yeah, it really did feel like
always, like they always make it to the
Tigers.
playoffs.
Yes, yeah, the Tigers. Yes.
Oh, fair enough.
I meant the
I thought we were still talking about baseball. Yeah, the Tigers always make it to like first, second round, and then get
Gotcha.
fucking outed.
Oh, so I don't know shit about
So
baseball.
like the Ravens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah,
And the Steelers.
yeah.
Actually, you guys at least made it to the second round because you play us in the first round. So you at least like, all right, well, we don't have to try in the first game because we're playing the Steelers.
Lamar.
Yeah.
What do
yeah.
I think the Lions are going to do? I don't know. It's real up in the air, like always.
God, it really feels like it was your guys' year a couple years ago.
All right, keep bringing it up.
No, I just feel bad for like
Detroit fans?
Detroit fans.
We've been through it
Buffalo
before.
fans. Especially Buffalo fans.
Buffalo,
it really
yeah,
felt
no,
like last year was gonna.
I think they had 3 of those years in a row, right?
so they'll be good this year and then never again.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
at least for
Josh
another
Allen
20 some
hasn't
years,
even
so-
taken them to the Super Bowl, right?
No, he hasn't.
The last
it's because he
time-
fucking has to play fucking Patrick Mahomes. What, 2 years, 3 years?
Not this.
Not this last
season.
time.
Right.
Last time they lost to whoever. I don't even remember.
Who did they lose to?
Oh, I can't remember.
I
know
I think I stopped watching after Thanksgiving. We did so bad at the Thanksgiving game. I was like, season's over.
Yeah,
I'm all done.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't been paying attention to the draft either. So
It all shakes out in the end. The draft's no way to tell anything.
no, I have been thinking I should just play it while I'm working. You know what I mean? Because then I can peripherally listen to it and maybe like pay attention. I don't know.
That was a
I don't know
fine
if
use
it's-
of that word.
Peripherally?
You see me struggle to do it. you see me really.
But you pulled it out.
I
I was,
did,
I was
I did.
very like,
You stuck the landing.
you did.
It might
you
not
did.
have been perfect, but you
Yeah,
stuck it.
You did.
It's shaky. 1 to
bit.
10 out of 10, but I placed.
Hey, on the podium. Yeah. What you were talking about listens. I don't know if the draft is anything to like really put a ton of stock into.
No, not at
Like,
all.
yeah, they're good college players, but historically speaking,
There's 4 first rounds that like shit out, and then Brady was like
Sixth.
8th
yeah,
round or
and
7th
it's
or whatever.
just like that. Like across all sports, like Nikola Jokic was he wasn't even on TV. It was during a Taco Bell ad that he got drafted, and he turned out to be one of the greatest players in the NBA. Like it's one of those things. A lot of first round busts. A lot of first pick overall, first drafted overall busts.
Yeah.
A lot of Tim Tebow's out there. A lot of
'Cause that's the thing that the expectations are so much higher
and it's
there.
It's hot.
It's-
Kitchen's hot. A lot of
yeah.
them can't take
I
the
would
heat.
want to be a first round. Like,
no.
yeah, just like I don't want to be necessarily first on a showcase.
First anything.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like second or third, like third for me is like the sweet spot. Like
Beautiful.
let me be forgettable. Let me be in the middle.
Yeah.
and be forgettable.
Yep. Yep. Sounds good to me. Don't make me last. Yeah. Yep. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You
it's-
only care about your team, really. Obviously, if you're a football fan, like every actual football person, you pick up all the shit from the other teams. You
Yeah.
have a general knowledge of what's going on throughout
I'm
the league.
terrible with that though. Like
Really?
I wish I was better at having because I don't know shit about. I've been better recently, but historically I barely even know the Steelers. So it's like
I
it's
mean,
not.
historically, I didn't pay attention to the NFL at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Right.
I was talking to Lori about that. I'm like, God, why did it have to be the Steelers? I mean, they're saying
And
that.
she's like, "Fuck you, I'm a Giants fan. I don't."
Exactly. I shouldn't complain, but it's just like we always have hope, and it's annoying
Yeah.
because it's like I'd rather like know what to expect, and there's nothing ever consistent about the Pittsburgh team.
Listen, brother, I got my first taste of that hope, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry for what you have gone through. Because throughout my lifetime, Detroit has never been anything
yeah,
until recently, and boy, did it hurt. So
yeah. You could be the Jets though.
that's true. We can
that's
also be the
almost-
Bills. I think the Bills kind of got it worse with
the Bills are
going
the
to
worst.
the Super Bowl like 3 times in a row,
Four.
Is
four
there-
times in a row, and not winning.
Is there a sadder story than Barry Sanders?
That's a beautiful story. What the fuck do you mean?
Well, it's beautiful, but like at that level to never be on like a winning team.
he doesn't
like,
give a fuck.
Well, true.
Barry's one of my favorite people ever.
Well, sure.
He's my hero, and not just because he was great at football, but
Well,
because he
sure.
said "fuck it." He made his money and was like, "I'm not coming back." And everybody's like, "Why?" It was like, "I don't know. I like going to England. Fuck you."
I mean, that's fair. It's just like it's a shame to like build your whole life to that, and then like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. You would want
I mean,
to
I
see
get what
him
you're saying.
on a
Yes,
better team.
it
like,
sucks that like
Right.
we had such a good play, like one of the best running backs
Right.
of all time, a Hall of Famer, and did nothing with him.
Like some of the-
which is Detroit's MO.
That really, could you imagine how he must be so much better than
Like
his
if he
stats are?
If he was on the same on the 49ers of the same
Although-
era or something.
Oh my God.
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
they
There's
would've-
an argument to be made that he wouldn't have shined as bright had he been on a better team.
That's fair.
I don't know if
That's
that's
fair.
true.
I don't
you
know
gotta have-
either, and that's the thing is like we're never gonna know because it didn't happen. But like
Right.
if he had been on a team where he didn't get as much playing time,
They might not have needed him as
yeah,
much.
they might
where,
not
like,
have used him as much. You might not have got
Yeah,
as
that's
much
fair.
time on the field, and
Yeah, but you got to be able to get your. I mean, it's important to have a team around the running back, and the fact that he scored them,
especially
like,
then.
yeah, oh
his,
yeah,
his
yeah.
clips
Round
are
and
some of
pound
the most
football.
fun to watch.
Oh my god, they're amazing. He was genuinely amazing. He was amazing to watch, and then he just said "fuck it," which awesome.
No,
That
yeah,
fucking
it's fantastic.
rules.
It is
That-
great.
That rule, he went nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Which is
I guess
what
we
gets
won.
me.
I guess we won more for him than
That's-
he even needs.
That's what gets me about just life in general. I think, especially on the internet and just culturally, we kind of have this idea that if you want to be anything, you have to be just like Michael Jordan or you have to be just like Tom Brady.
The best, the most,
the best of the best, and
And
like
a sociopath.
and a sociopath. That's more the part that gets me is that like you have to have this fucking crazy mentality where like Michael Jordan would fucking cross up a lamp if it didn't turn on the first time he switched it on. You know what I mean? Like you have to have this crazy fucking idea of like you have to have bad parents to treat you like shit, and you have to dedicate every fiber of your soul to this thing and make sure that it affects you on an emotional level. And it did make great athletes like Michael Jordan and like Tom Brady. And like you have these amazing athletes, but then like Barry Sanders is arguably the greatest running back of all time, and he was just like, I don't know, I just like football. Like he just didn't give a shit. He was like, I'm just here.
That's fair because I gravitate more towards like a Doug Stanhope than a Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Like I love Doug Stanhope. He made a name for himself. Was in LA, and he was like, why am I in LA? I don't want a fucking game show. I'm gonna move to the middle of nowhere in Arizona and work when I want to, and still be one of the best comics.
Yep.
So that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's just I like that aspect. I get what you're saying about the like he deserved more.
Right.
Yeah.
At least one ring. It would have been cool to see
Yeah,
because
exactly.
he was so good.
He was so
but
good. But the same thing with Megatron. He's got the stats to make an argument for being the greatest wide receiver of all time. Same fucking thing. Couldn't do anything with him.
Yeah.
that's fair.
He broke so many records, still holds records.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Nothing. It's just historically just Detroit. That's what they do. They get one good player, like one ridiculously good player, and then they don't put money into anything else. That's changed since they've changed ownership. That's
Yeah,
why
for sure.
the team has been doing better than they were historically. Because before they wouldn't put money into it.
Yeah, it's also funny because they don't really have anybody that's like insanely better than everybody. Like they
I mean,
don't even.
Jameer's
Yeah, it's true. Jameer is insane,
he's
but
pretty damn.
I guess
good.
it's harder. I guess there's less like people that are like there's more superstars today than there used to be. I guess.
I think that's true.
like at one
I
time.
don't know if that's manufactured or if they're genuinely just that good.
Well, yeah, I think over the board, everybody's just so fucking talented anymore.
That's true. That is true.
I think that's
Yeah.
what that is. But like Patrick Mahomes is the easy choice. It's like, all right, well, he's
Yeah, just
been
insane.
insane for like so many years. He was so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
But like and they don't even have. I guess Jameer Gibbs. Yeah, he is.
Jameer's a
he's-
star.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
so they do have
he's
him,
just- He's a star, and
but they have a well-rounded. Yeah, it's just like a well-rounded.
yeah, they just have a good team in general. Like everybody else is still good. Maybe they're not superstar, but they're definitely good.
Yeah.
I think that Amon-Ra has the potential
Mm-hmm.
if they can use him in golf correctly, which I think was the big problem with the last season was just the play calling wasn't there because we lost both of our coordinators. And it's a tough thing to figure out, you know, to start from zero again
Is he planning
on
on play
both sides
calling?
of the ball.
Is he planning on play calling this year too?
No, I think they got somebody.
Mm.
I don't know. I won't pay attention till the season starts.
Yeah, me neither.
like
pretty much.
I have Resident Evil to play.
Yeah.
Basketball's still going on.
Speaking of favorite, do you have a favorite video game of all time? I know it's tough because you are like a video game dude. So like,
Yeah, it is tough. I would have said that the first Red Dead Redemption was up there previously. I think my taste has changed. I don't think my taste has changed as much as playing Red Dead Redemption 2 recontextualized the first game so much that it left me with cognitive dissonance.
That is fine.
It's just, I loved the first game and I loved John Marston, but I also played it when I was a teenager and he's kind of a whiny bitch. You know what I mean? And a hypocrite. And that's the
And,
big thing
I mean,
about 2 to 1. When you
well,
play 2, let me
yeah.
get this out first.
Yeah.
Because it's a thought that I have to get out. When you go from 2 to 1, when you play 2, and you go through that story with Arthur and then plays John again, and then you go back to 1, and you've seen everything that happened in the prequel, it makes John look like a fucking cunt. Like, you start the game and he's calling like Nigel West Dickens a fucking shyster, and you're like, you robbed trains. Shut the fuck up. Oh, you gotta take cunt out too? It sucks.
I'm not sure about that one.
It's pretty bad.
I,
Well, it did do fine in Australia and
right? I was gonna
Yeah,
say in
yeah.
the UK it's fine, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Here's
This is a
bad.
YouTube. This is a YouTube problem. It's not an
Yeah,
America
no, it's not.
problem.
Yeah. Sorry, it makes him sound like a bitch. You know, you can take that and put it in.
That'd be so. If I felt like doing all that editing, that would be hilarious.
you see, you go.
When I say bitch. So I would have said that. I still love that game. I recently replayed it, especially since the Switch 2 edition came out because I had it on the first Switch. Love the game still, but that recontextualization has given me weird feelings about it and how I feel about John.
Well, that actually makes the game better.
I think so too. Well, I think it makes 2 better. I think
the
it
character
showcases
development is
how good 2 is.
unbelievable. Yeah.
How I feel about 1 after playing 2, I think is a testament to 2 more than 1. Because I don't think they had all those story beats in mind when they made 1. But
That's true, yeah.
2 did such a good job at thinking about 1 when they made it. Like, it's just great. So I love those games. They're definitely up there. Hours wise, it would be Skyrim. I've played that game the most. I have the most hours in Skyrim.
It's easy to do, though.
It's easy to do. It's definitely not my favorite. But if you look at the Steam page, if you look at my Steam account, that's what it would be.
Is there a game that you find that everyone else loves that you find overrated?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. I've never been good at fighting games. I don't know if they're overrated or not. I don't know if I could say that, but like I don't care about them.
I'm so bad at them. It's ridiculous.
I'm not good at them either, which
tragic.
I'm sure is why I don't like them. But like,
Modern ones are insane. There's just too much to do and too much to memorize.
I've never really played them. So like trying to get in at this level, it's just not going to happen. The only one I've ever liked really is Smash. I understood Smash, Super Smash Brothers.
That's
But,
sort
like,
of like not. I wouldn't even count that because I can do all right at
all
Smash
right.
Brothers.
You can win money playing it, but
Well, no, I don't mean. I just mean like it's not. It's like that's different than all of the other ones. I feel like.
yeah, it's
Like
a
Mortal
party game
Kombat.
first.
When I think of a one-on-one fighting, I think of Mortal Kombat,
I was all
Street
right.
Fighter.
I was all right on Super Nintendo. My cousins had Super Nintendo and
Oh my
Street
God,
Fighter.
I can't even imagine trying to play with a D-pad now.
Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and those like were fine because there was a limited set of moves.
Yeah,
there was
now.
even some of the characters used the same controls. I tried to play one on Steam, and it was insane the amount of stuff you had to remember. It's like I don't have the brain capacity to remember all these moves, and it was just too much.
Yeah, no, I
don't know.
I don't know
maybe
the combos.
younger kids now.
Yeah, no, I think it's the
pick
same
up
thing
easier,
with
but
it's easier to learn a language when you're a child. I think it's the same thing where your brain's
this was-
just
Maybe.
so much more.
This was like learning an alien
Neuroplasticity.
language.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I don't even know these sounds, let alone.
I've never heard
like
of it.
trying to learn Mandarin. Fucking like these are symbols. I don't understand.
So I've never really liked those. And I definitely think they're overrated. Again, I think Pokemon's kind of overrated. I've always kind of thought Pokemon was overrated. It's the biggest franchise in the world. Like it makes more money than Disney.
Really?
Yes, it is the biggest
Wow.
franchise. And I've always been like,
Yeah, I liked them early on, but it's like a time.
I
fucking
replayed
sucker.
Fire Red and it's fun. Like I think I'm better at it now that I'm not as ADHD as when I was a child. I couldn't get through the grind. That's what made me hate it as a kid. It's just like I could not stand walking 4 feet and having to get into another fight and having to hit run and having to sit through all the text. Like I just hated it when I was a
that
kid.
does suck.
I hated that. As an adult, it's not so bad, but I still don't like it. Like the game's fine. I have fun. I get the appeal. I enjoy it, but like I still think that it's just it's like if you were watching an action movie, but every time that like John Wick went to shoot somebody, it stopped. Yeah, and you had to sit through music and text and then animations where he's shooting him and then it cuts to black again and then it goes back to the movie. It'd be a bad movie. It would not be fun.
That's funny because one of my favorite games of all time is original NES Dragon Warrior, which is it's basically that.
I mean, JRPGs in general have never been my thing because of the waiting and the grind. I don't like the grind.
Yeah,
I don't have the time for the grind.
I'm not into the grind or turn-based at
Yeah.
all. That's why I never liked Final Fantasy because they
Yeah.
were always turn-based. It's just I can't.
Now they're still kind of turn-based. Or at least the
I guess
9
I don't
remake.
even know. I missed.
You should
that
try the
whole-
9 remake out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you might like it.
I don't need to know this. Well, I can look up a YouTube video if I need
I'm
to
not
know
gonna tell
story
you.
context.
No, I don't think you do. Yeah, you might want to try 9 because it's a little more action.
They're
RPG
remaking
based.
Fable. I'm kind of into that. That's right.
I thought they were making a new one.
I think they're rebooting and it's a new.
It's a different company. I watched the reveal from the company.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Fable, I think is
I do
overrated.
think I will say, I fucking can't wait for them to make a Pokemon VR game where you fucking throw the Pokeball and like you know what I mean? That would be dope.
Nintendo
then
would
it's
have
like
to get into VR first.
I know
And the closest we've gotten is the Labo and the Virtual Boy. So
Yeah, it
luck.
would be so dope because then you're like, you throw the Pokeball, then you can call out the fucking attacks.
Yeah, it would be
And then
fun.
you
I
can
get what you're
watch
saying.
it fucking literally. You can watch a Charizard fucking fight a Pikachu
I have
in
no
front.
idea what you're saying.
Oh, you never played Pokemon?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm a little old for that. Maybe I don't know.
I guess. Well, like, so Pokemon, like, it's like turn based. So, like, the game, they were for Game Boy and stuff. So, like, you
JRPG.
you would get in a fight, and then you don't use Pokemon. You use a trainer, and you have Pokemon,
okay.
and you train the Pokemon to fight. It's dog fighting.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's actual dog fighting.
PETA made satirical games.
Oh,
about
that's
it
so funny.
because they took such an issue with it.
That's hilarious.
Well, let's use humans instead.
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah.
Just capture them and make them fight on an island.
I don't like this territory we're in.
Look at what territory, an island?
Nice. But
Put them on an island, make them fight.
no, like, I mean, like, you literally would call, like, I mean, you would call out, like, all right, Pikachu, use electric shock. You can tell it's been a while since I played.
Electric shock.
Thunderbolt. And then it would
use electric boogaloo.
you would like Thunderbolt, and then the Pikachu would use Thunderbolt against the other Pokemon. And it was basically like me and you, and we had Pokemon, and the Pokemon fought.
Yeah,
So, like,
I think Damien gets that part.
yeah, so like a virtual version would be like a fucking literal dragon Pokemon
Okay.
that's fighting another giant
Gyarados.
Pokemon, and they're like shooting. I mean, it would be so immersive.
I think it would be fun,
see
but
that.
like
I can see that.
Nintendo would
I
have
mean-
to get back into VR.
Yeah, and
Which I
there's-
mean, what they're
I didn't think
they're
about that aspect of
doing
it.
is they're using things where you put the Switch in the VR system, and that's the VR system.
Mm-hmm.
They did that with the Virtual Boy they re-released, and they did it with the Nintendo Labo. But it's not quite. It's not going to be enough.
Yeah, but they might be able to
Power-wise.
fucking do it with Pokemon because it's so simple.
Pokemon's
would
in a
just
weird
be
place right now.
graphics.
Anyway,
You know what I mean? It would just be reliant on good VR graphics, which is
but
already
the last few mainline Pokemon games haven't had good graphics themselves.
it's
Like
true.
it's been a thing that
You're
people
right. It's
complain
never
about.
good. They're just not.
Game
Damn.
Freak is
One of
just
the-
not done well. Actually, you know what's crazy? Pokopia just released. The like Minecraft Animal Crossing Pokemon game.
Interesting.
Just really, it's the highest rated Pokemon game of all time,
Oh shit.
and it's not even made by Game Freak. It was made by Koei Tecmo, the Dragon Quest people.
Ooh,
So
not great.
yeah, it's got an 89 on Metacritic. Beat Resident Evil 9 to it.
That's hilarious.
One of the dumbest jokes I've ever heard. Why shouldn't you change in front of a Pokemon?
I'll take a Pikachu.
Because they Pikachu.
Yeah,
It's one of the dumbest jokes I've ever heard.
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't. That added
pretty dumb.
nothing to this podcast.
It added that, and that's all we want.
All right, before we get out of here,
Oh boy,
we
I
talk
don't-
about
I don't
food
think I
a lot
named-
on this
I don't
podcast.
think I named my favorite game.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's my fault, not yours.
Well,
Favorite game.
then I went into overrated games, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you did go. The racing games are up there. I'm not a huge fan of racing games. Favorite. Fuck. I mean, I'm loving RE right now. REs are great, but they're not my favorite. Something I keep going back to. I love Crazy Taxi. That's one that I will always play.
Yeah, favorite. Yeah,
Probably GTA 4, if I have to be honest. It's
Wow.
another Rockstar title. It's just GTA 4. I've always been more into stories
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
anything
same.
else. And I like other video games that aren't story driven a lot, but GTA 4 is just, it's a better story about the American dream than fucking Great Gatsby is.
yeah.
Put my life on that. It's got to be GTA 4.
Is that the one you were mentioning about earlier with all the
Oh yeah.
Malakas
NPCs
and
will call you Malakas in that game. Yeah. If you do something like if you like run into a pole or a fire hydrant, like you just hear Malaka. You never played
Freaks
for?
represent. Yeah.
Damn.
Have you ever played any Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you play then?
Well, I've played that, but also played like games that are like basically that in another text. Like there was like a Mafia Godfather one. That's
Yeah, yeah.
basically
Godfather 2 is a fucking
It was.
underrated
It was
game.
good.
Yeah, so I've played some of those. So yeah.
I just saw a clip online about the Scarface game, which was
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
it was
That was
solid.
another one.
It was a solid. And at the time, I watched some of the replays, I'm like, oh, this was bad. I
No,
mean,
it's
just
good.
for now standards.
Same thing with the Punisher game. It's another one like the
Yeah, that would be
Scarface game.
Those are some underrated games, like
Yeah,
the ones
they
that because
deserve
usually movie
more.
games fucking suck.
I like playing movie games.
They're so bad.
I got a Pirates of the Caribbean game with the PS2. I
that's
just bought.
probably horrible.
Yeah, I've been playing it. Not as bad as I thought it would be. I love tie-in games. They're so ridiculous. I love them.
I never played. I remember seeing like they made like a Walking Dead
That's
game.
the
I'm like,
thing
that's
that-
got to be the worst fucking game.
The Telltale game is great. Everything else has been bad.
Oh yeah, I heard that it's good, but it's like I see the graphics. It's like this isn't good.
Yeah, it's cel shaded, so they can
Yeah.
run on anything.
Yeah, it's just not. I mean, I'm like a kind of a
Yeah, bitch.
that is it. I mean, I was gonna say diva, but yeah,
Yeah, you're the.
I just
diva
need
too.
AAA games. I just
Yeah,
can't.
you fucking. You love Metal Gear.
It's a AAA game.
Yeah, but like, look at the first one.
Well, yeah, but at the time it was more advanced than anything ever.
Yeah, you just a fucking lacking.
And let me tell you, I don't be replaying the first one often.
See, I will go
It's
back
hard
and
for-
replay things. I just bought a PS2, so we know that about
That's
me.
yeah. That's one of the few franchises that I can play old games of, and I still enjoy them. But I won't ever play the original Resident Evil 2 again. They remade it. And
They just ported them to good old games.
Yeah, I'm
which
never
is the first
gonna-
time you've been able to buy them since they've come out.
yeah.
And I've been thinking about trying it out.
I mean, you might like because you can do. I just can't.
I don't know if I
now
can.
that
Do,
they
I don't
re-
know if I can do tank controls. That might be a step too far.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were asking me about food.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got 5
yeah.
minutes.
Before we get out of here, surprisingly, on all of your appearances here, we did not get into food very much.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't think so. So I'm going to ask you some of the questions we've been asking our guests.
Yeah.
Favorite food, and then do you have something that you love that everyone else finds disgusting?
Oh, yeah, I got a story.
Or do you have something that everyone else loves and you can't understand why?
Yeah, I got that too.
Okay,
At
fair
least I can answer. Favorite food, vinegar.
Wait, what was that?
Vinegar.
I didn't hear the first part. So.
Vinegar.
That's interesting.
What's your favorite food?
It's kind of a bit.
Fair enough.
I mean,
fair
I
enough.
love vinegar, which ties into.
I
the next
do too.
part.
I cook
love
with
it.
I cook with it. I use
I
it.
fucking
Yeah.
love it. Dude, I love soaking fucking French fries.
Oh,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah. Brickers
And then-
fries?
oh my god! And then like they get soggy, which I know most people don't like, but they get soggy. And you bite into it, and it just
Yeah.
busts in your mouth.
Yeah.
Pause. And and with
Resume.
vinegar, and it's so good. Oh my god! I drink the shit. I don't give a fuck.
So you fuck with some fish and chips.
Oh, I fuck with some fish and chips. I
vinegar.
fuck with vinegar, anything with vinegar. Like I don't fuck a French fry. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm there for the vinegar. Same thing with bagels. I'm there for the cream cheese. I'm not there for the bagel. I'm there French fry. I'm there for the vinegar. I'm not there for the fry. I fucking love vinegar. I love tang. Just
Yeah.
tang. Poontang. Tang. I love that. It's my favorite condiment for sure.
Fair enough.
Only followed by mustard.
Fair enough.
Horseradish mustard.
I guess you have a
specifically.
favorite dish. So
Spaghetti.
I guess vinegar would be favorite ingredient.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my favorite condiment. Spaghetti for sure. American spaghetti, just straight up out the jar. Fucking bought the noodles, bought ground beef, just spaghetti.
Fair enough. I
Could eat that
literally
every
just bought that
goddamn
shit
day.
today. To
Yeah.
make.
So fucking good. Del Grosso, meat flavored. Hell
I
yeah.
have to make you spaghetti sometime, see if you like it.
I wouldn't. I'm very particular, and it's never in the way people want it to be. People want you to like good food.
Well, mine's not
want
good.
that.
Mine is like white trash spaghetti.
Okay, I'll
It's
try
like
that.
doctored up spaghetti. It's
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. Is like I'll cook the ground beef. I'll put some Italian seasoning on it.
Yeah, I
And
add
then
season-
I
yeah.
put the fucking sauce on it, and I cook the noodles. That's it. That's fine.
Same.
Del Grosso meatless every time.
so
My favorite goddamn. I could eat that every goddamn
I
day.
don't like spaghetti the day you make it. I like
It's so
it.
much better the second day.
Yeah, I like it leftover.
It's so much better the next day. I eat the shit cold.
I make it and I don't eat it the first day.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I've never eaten because it's just a disappointment. I make it, put
It's
it in the
fine.
fridge.
Yeah, but the next day, yeah, no, I totally agree. That's my favorite dish. The thing that I like that I don't think other people like. Well, there's one thing in particular. I was at a wedding recently and I ate they had tart. They had fruit tart, and like I said, I love anything tangy. So I got this fruit tart, right? And I bit into it, and it
Sounds
was,
like a slur. Fucking fruit tart.
I mean, tart is a slur.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a slur for gays.
Oh.
So is fruit, but
Yeah, so
put
is
them
that
together,
too. It's a fruit tart and it's a dessert.
it's two negatives make a positive. As long as you put them
Are you
together.
calling gays negative?
No, the slurs are negative.
Nice save. Fucking phenomenal save.
You put two slurs together, it's a praise. And I'm gonna stop right there because my mind just started going. Like, I'm gonna cut my losses right
no
there.
comic brain.
Oh no. Anyway, I got this.
You were saying fruit tart.
Yeah, I got this fruit tart, and I bit into it, and it was so tangy. I was like, "This is the best goddamn tart I've ever had." And everybody took me for my word, and they went, "Well, I got to try it." And they bit into it. They were like, "This is disgusting." And I was like, "What do you mean?" They were like, "It tastes like blood." I was like, I went with battery, but like, I'm into that. That's my thing." And they were like, it hurts. And I was like, I know. Isn't it so good?
Hurts
Do you
so
see
good.
how white I am? I'm half vampire.
Yeah, dude, it's delicious. I loved it. I just got upset because it's called a tart, and then they went, it's too tart, and I was like, it's in the name.
Right.
The thing that other people love that I don't get is tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
Just a chunk of tomato, a slice of tomato. I can eat tomato products. Tomato sauce, tomato
Same.
soup. I eat the tomato. I can eat the
I was about to have a
ketchup.
theory, but that goes out the window with you saying same.
Why is that?
Well, I was gonna say you might grow into it, but then clearly
No,
not.
It's always been this way ever since I was.
Because
a kid.
I didn't
never
even-
liked tomatoes.
I'll have a tomato on a salad or something, but I find it unnecessary on a burger. I find like the concept of people like there's all these posts about just like a tomato sandwich or just like a slice
my
of
mom
tomato.
ate
It's like,
those.
Well,
fucking mayonnaise
just-
and pepper and salt on the tomatoes.
So
my
BLT
brother was all about it, so you can't even say like genetically like
yeah.
Yeah,
you know
that's
my
fucking-
brother's all about it, but I'm like I don't get excited for it.
One
I
day
don't
it is
like them.
possible. They say your taste buds
Taste
change. Taste buds change every 7 years or something like that. So
Let's see.
because
I
I
mean, I
didn't-
used to not like cheese. And I like cheese now.
that's
when I was a
crazy.
kid,
That's a
when I
wild
was a
one.
kid, I didn't like cheese, and then I grew
Really?
into cheese.
Wow.
Yeah. It was. You know what got me back into it? Smoked Gouda.
Oh yeah.
Not
That's a
even
good
like
one to start.
not
with.
even like pizza.
No, I probably could eat pizza. That's the thing. Same way I could eat like.
Wait, so you don't love
Ketchup.
pizza?
No, I love pizza.
Oh, okay.
But growing up, it was just like or
Growing up, I struggle with it at times.
Okay.
I still don't like American cheese unless it's melted, and even then, I'd rather have something else.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I tried smoked Gouda, and I guess it was just close enough to barbecue that I was like, I get it now.
Sometimes you just need that bridge.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't. I used to not like tomatoes. Now I like tomato sauce and shit like that. But
well, that's
now,
the thing
I mean,
is, I've always liked tomato products, and I've never liked a chunk.
Yeah,
of
that's how-
tomato.
that's how I was.
It grosses me out.
one thing it does help is when they're heirloom like good tomatoes. That because I still can't have like a tomato on a sandwich if it's just a shitty store bought tomato. But like we grow tomatoes and fucking yeah, I can eat a BLT now. Like
to me, it's
BLT.
like
The
well,
only thing
I love like a good slice of bread, but I'm not gonna like chew on a stalk of wheat. Like
Yeah,
to me,
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
same thing. Like tomato is just an ingredient. You got to do something with it.
the only actual tomato I've ever been able to eat was a fried green tomato.
yeah, they're delicious.
They are delicious. Those I could get down with.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I just like even if I go to Taco Bell and I order like a chalupa supreme,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell them no tomatoes, and then it comes out and it has tomatoes on it. If I, take them off, pick them out, which I'm fine with. Like I know that's the life I have to lead, not liking tomatoes.
Right.
Yeah.
Not my first rodeo. But if I like pull them out and I miss one and I bite into it, it ruins the whole fucking
man, yeah.
experience. It like I'm just grossed out by the. I'll finish it, but like I'm sad.
I'll finish it.
I'll finish the goddamn Supreme, but like I'm sad.
Yeah,
After that,
I just
like,
find
just
them
ruins it.
unnecessary on like a burger or a sandwich or it's just,
I don't like.
I'm not
them.
big on burgers.
It's not even that I
Subs.
find them unnecessary. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a racist. Like I just like I don't have a good reason for it. I just don't like them.
I don't like any vegetables that are different than me.
That's not true. I love vegetables. I know it doesn't look like it, but cucumber, I'll fuck a cucumber up, dude. I'll fuck a cucumber up. I love cucumber.
you got anything you want to plug? When is
No.
this? We don't even know when this is coming out, right?
The week
coming out
after Easter.
Easter.
Yeah.
Okay. You have
It'll
any-
rise after the third day.
Nice. Anything mid to late April? you
Not
got
that I
going on?
know of.
Word.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm not going to check either.
Cool. Well, where can people find you on?
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. Those are probably the big two. At Andrew Brooks Comedy on all of that.
Do you suggest getting on TikTok? We haven't done that.
Yeah, I would suggest getting on TikTok. Yeah, no, it's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the problems that YouTube has, so that's a plus. Definitely Instagram and TikTok are, I think, more the way to go, especially with shorts. If you just want to gain eyes.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've heard people talking about TikTok recently, and they're not pushing stand up right now. They're just like objectively not. They like control everything about the app, and if it's not in like the trends, they don't push it. Like I think it was Matt Rife talking about that. He's like, all of a sudden, I just wasn't reaching any of my.
I don't know if that's. How does he know? Did he talk to the devs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he literally did.
He talked to the devs.
Yes,
The Chinese devs.
yeah. I
How?
mean, I guess they have reps or whatever. But yeah, he said he like reached out to them, and they were like, "Yeah, like stand up just isn't like popular right now." And he's like, "But I have like millions of followers, and they're not seeing my posts." And they're like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
that's-
maybe you should try doing like the trends." And he's like, he literally said, he said in the meeting, he was like, "I would rather kill myself on TikTok live than do a dance."
I don't know. I
That's
wasn't
what,
there. That
that's-
sounds strange.
that's
I
what
mean,
David
I believe they
Simon-
don't push it.
Good.
I believe that the companies don't push things.
Yeah.
That I believe. I don't know the ins and outs of it though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like I totally could see them just like not. Like people get shadow banned and shit all the time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that is a thing. And like having subscribing to a channel you like is almost guarantees you're never going to see it again.
Yeah, it does seem, except for YouTube. YouTube's
No,
good.
even YouTube. My YouTube fucks me over. Like I've subscribed to so many people, I don't see their videos anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's you have to keep watching the video. Like if you're
Yeah, I know. But
watching
like my
them-
taste changed when I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm in Resident Evil right now. I'm going to watch some Resident Evil content.
Yeah, they're
like,
out
did you want all Resident Evil? And
forever,
I was like, I
yeah.
still like this.
Other stuff.
that is true. It's whatever. It's not so much what you. Yeah, it's what you're watching.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right about that.
David Simon had a creator of The Wire had a similar response when somebody was like asking him about AI and be like, well, wouldn't you want like, maybe a little help like getting from Act 1 to Act 2, like and that kind of thing. And he said, I'd rather put a gun in my mouth than to use AI to write.
yeah, that's wild.
But we should hop out before this cuts out on us.
Hell
You said
yeah.
the timer would stop when it cuts out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it
we're
would
still
just
good.
stop recording. So, which is probably happening any second now.
probably.
So
Ooh, it's like New Year's.
I know. Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
Thank you for coming on again.
Thank you for having me again.
And we'll see you at episode 300.
Well, we're not doing 2 right now.
No, I actually recorded this time. We'll see you next Thursday.
See ya.
Take it easy.